Hi, this is Rahim Zulfikar Ali from Excel Basement, and in this video we will be learning two very awesome techniques regarding the Excel charts. And there is one challenge for you, a kind of a challenge for you, or you can say as a homework for you to find out the solution of the query, which I will tell you at the later part of this video. So first let's discuss, we will be creating one Excel chart, and that will be stack column chart, but there is one issue within the Excel, and when we will resolve that issue. And I hope you will like this video and you will create these kind of charts in your dashboards or other kind of reports. So we have a data, a very small data consists of three columns mainly with the numbers: standalone numbers, subsidiary numbers, and the consolidated, which is the sum of these standalone and subsidiary number. So we have different years lined up from 2010 till 2014, and according to these years we have different numbers of standalone, subsidiary, and consolidated. And we have asked to create one stack column chart in which we need only two column bars. The first column bar will have the standalone and subsidiary visualization together, and in the next bar we need that consolidated number. So the chart will look like something this, which is you are watching on your screen, that the standalone is in blue color, subsidiary number is in red color, and these two different numbers stick together in one bar, single bar. And within the next we have the consolidated number, which is the total of, which is the sum of standalone and subsidiary. So there are two bars of each year, in which the first bar is the combination of two, standalone and subsidiary, and the other one is the consolidated. And you can see that between 2 years there is also a gap as well. So for example, if we have this data and we start to create a chart in Excel, we have to go to Insert tab, and from the Insert tab we need to find out this kind of visualization, which is the solution. So if I see this kind of chart is available directly in Microsoft Excel, so there is no way that this visualization is particularly available as a built-in. But I can see that uh, I don't want individual bars. As you can see that in the 2D column chart you have the individual bar of each of the attribute, which is standalone, subsidiary, and consolidated. What we want is the standalone and subsidiary joined together in one bar. So if I go to the next type, which is the stack column, so when I select that, you can see the preview at the back end. It's merging all the three different attributes in the one bar. Now we don't have this kind of requirement as well. So if we go for the 100% stack column chart, even this is not the requirement. So this means that there is no particular direct built-in option available to create this kind of a chart. So this means we need to manipulate or transform a data, do some tips and tricks to get a desired result in this format, right? So now I will tell you that how we can uh, make this kind of a particular chart. So what we need to do is, uh, between 2 years, we need to insert two blank rows. So we have a shortcut key Alt IR to insert a new row in Microsoft Excel. So I am doing it. Between every 2 years, I have inserted two blank rows, and there is a purpose for this, which you will find just few seconds now later on in this video. So now we got two blank rows in between 2 years, right? And what next step will be that this consolidated number, which is the total of these standalone and subsidiary, we will cut this cell by Control X and we will paste to the next row. So for the each year we need to remove that function within the current row, and we need to move down to the next blank row. All right. So after doing that, now your data has been transformed in a different way. In the first row, you have two numbers, standalone and subsidiary. In the second row, you have only one number which is consolidated, and in the third row, which is entirely blank. And now on this kind of data with some gaps and extra workings, when I select this data and I will go to insert and I will select the 2D stack column chart, now you can see that I have got very closed view of my solution chart, which is in this format. I got my this built-in chart by just transforming and adding some blank rows and manipulating the data, right? Uh, Shifting the consolidated to the next row, I got this particular view. And now what I need to do is, the next step would be, there is some gap between this first bar and the second bar, right? I need to uh, eliminate or finish this gap. So how we can do that? Let's say I just right click on this green bars. We have this contextual menu. I will click on format data series, and here you can find there is an option called gap width. I will make this gap width to the 0%. So I don't want any gaps between the widths. So 0 means there is no gap. When there is no gap, so you can see that all the two bars have joined together, right? And what was the purpose of inserting two new rows between the 2 years? Now you can analyze that, because the first, as a type of this chart, is the column stack chart. Now the stack means that whatever will be in the first row will be joined together in one particular bar. So you can see that there are only two numbers which are standalone and subsidiary, so that is joined together. And in the next row there is only one number, which is the consolidated, so it moves to the new bar. And between those, between the next year, we have one blank row, which is fulfilling the gap between the years, as you can see in the charts, right? So these kind of charts, when we practically want in our dashboards, though there are no direct way to just click on that and you will get that desired result. We need to do some transformations and tips and tricks with our data so that we can get our desired result. So I hope you like this technique. The second one is, for example, if I want to hide this data, so I will just select the columns and I will click on hide. When I hide my data, the charts goes blank, because where there is an issue with the data is within the charts is that the data should be visible on the spreadsheet. When the data is visible on the spreadsheet, your visualization will be visible. But what if I need to hide this data and I want to make visualization visible in my chart? So there is one option. What you can do is right click uh, within the area of your chart, you will get this contextual menu, and here you have the option that is called select data. So there is a window called select data source will appear, and here you will find on the left side bottom side hidden and empty cells. Click on this button and check mark on option that is called show data in hidden rows and columns. This means that when you hide your data according to the certain rows and columns, or both, the visualizations will appear in the charts. So you need to check mark this option and press OK. So now later on, if I hide these columns with my data, so your chart visualization is still appearing, right? So very few user knows about this kind of a technique. Now the last part of this video, where you have a challenge or a kind of a homework. As you can see that there is horizontal axis which consists of years, the information of years. I want these years to be on the center point of this visualization. For example, this 2014 is coming just below this blue bar. I want this 2014 in the center of these two bars. Similarly, you can see that 2013, 12, 11, and 10. So I need to make these horizontal axis labels center of these two bars, rather than it's just coming downwards to the blue bar, right? So how we can do that, just write in the comment area. And if you like this video, press the like button, do share it with your other friends as well. I hope you like this technique. Thank you so much.